Hello guys, how are you doing? My name is Winfred and welcome to this channel where it's all about easy meals at home. Today is not any different. We are going to be making another dish out of sausages. So simple, so quick, you will love it, and this can be served with just about anything. So join me and see how I come up with a new recipe of dealing with chicken sausages. Now these are our chicken sausages. Like I always say, they are always plain. To me they come off plain, and the color is a pale one. So what you do, you get your pan on fire and get it heated with a little bit of oil, maybe about 4 tablespoons of oil, and then straight away you put the sausages, just like we're going to do now. Now I've put some bit of oil, and before it clearly cooks, I put all the sausages. I'm working with a kilo of chicken sausages. You can go ahead and use any number depending on your servings. Now my servings are more, so what I do, I use more sausages, but you can go ahead and have the ingredients or even the sausages themselves to suit you. What I'm doing is putting them on fire before the oil heats up, so that I don't get splashes and my sausages don't split up. I'm trying to put as many as my pan can take. Go ahead and size up your pan and also the number of sausages. Now while these are doing their thing, I'm going to give them about 2 minutes on one side and then 2 minutes on the other side. In the meantime, I'm going to be working with the ingredients. With me here about 7 small tomatoes that I've already washed, and onions. I have 3 purple onions, medium size. I'm just halving them up into quarter ways, and then I'll introduce these to a pan. Now I'm going big size on this one simply because it doesn't matter what size it is, as long as your ingredients are cut up. This is easy for me to cook through and work with them later. Now after you're done cutting up your tomatoes, I have 1 green bell pepper and 1 small red bell pepper. These ones I'm going to be focusing more on the color. I want that red color pulling through, so I'm using a little bit more tomatoes and more of the other spices. Now with the spices, to achieve this, I have 2 tablespoons of curry powder, 1 teaspoon of paprika, black pepper. I have 1/4 teaspoon because I don't want a strong kick for the people that are going to be eating this. But if you want whole herbs chili, go ahead and use 1/2 teaspoon of black pepper. Now I've got here oregano, 1 teaspoon, and 3 cloves and 3 cardamom pods split up. Those ones are like that for a reason. I just want the aromas coming out of them. Lately stuck on these cloves and cardamom pods because of the things that I know, the nutritive value that comes out of the cardamoms and cloves. And also garlic. I've got 1 whole garlic that I'm going to work with. It doesn't matter whether you halved it or I'm just going to keep them whole. You will see how I'm going to work with them. But it's time to check on the sausages now. Now you give them about 5 or 2 minutes depending on your heat. All I'm doing now is flipping them up and getting them to cook on another side. Do that to all of them, and then in the meantime I've turned on the heat on another pan. Time for me to fry my other ingredients. Now I've put on another pan about 3 tablespoons of oil, and onto that I'm adding cloves and cardamom pods. I want these ones to give me those aromas that are really good for our sausages. Remember, these chicken sausages that I'm working with, I find them plain. I don't know where yours are coming from or how they are, but ours in Uganda are not so much flavored. So you add the flavors to them. That's why working so hard to see to it that they change flavor, and then Once served, you cannot tell they were the plain type. Now the cardamoms are on fire. Cloves, they had a head start. To that, I'm going to add my tomatoes now. Now you can go on and just add. I made a mistake. I let the oil overcook, so I'm having those splashes. In the gaps, I'm going to add the onions as well as well as the cloves, the garlic cloves, the garlic. This pot is going to be flavor packed, and it will add great taste to the meal. So you go on in the gaps and fill up the garlic whole, and then you cover and let this cook for 5 minutes. Now our tomatoes have been on for about 5 minutes. Time for me to add other things. Now I'm going to add green bell peppers, and then I'll add a spoon of sugar, simply because I've used most tomatoes. I don't want them to be tangy. And to that I'm going to add oregano, a teaspoon, and I'm going to add paprika, a teaspoon, cumin, a teaspoon, and then the curry powder and black pepper, quarter a teaspoon. And then I'll mix this and let this sit for some time. I'm also going to add a red bell pepper whole. Yeah, I'm going to go whole and then stir them for a bit. And to this I'm going to add some bit of salt as well to taste. I'm also adding just a little bit of water to allow this to cook through a bit and then cover. Meantime, I check on our sausages, see how they are doing. Some of them have already browned and I've taken them off, and others have still got to brown a bit more so that they can join the rest. Now to this, I'm going to take off the heat and then let this cool, but I'll take out my green bell peppers because I want them visible when I'm done cooking. So what I'm going to do is let this cool and then blend them. Now on a clear pan, I reintroduce the sausages, just line them properly, and remember we blended our other ingredients, so I'm just lining the pan with sausages and then I introduce our ingredients. Now I'm going to add our blended ingredients and put them over the sausages. This will allow them to absorb on low heat. This will allow them to absorb the ingredients. Now I'm also going to introduce our green bell peppers. Remember the ones from the first cook? So I'm just going to add them, cover on low heat, allow this to simmer for about 5 minutes, and then my pot will be ready and good to serve. Now this is how I would serve my chicken sausages in a fresh way, and this would be served with rice, white rice. Go ahead and have fun making this at home. I know you will love it. It will be tasty, packed with flavors, and drop me in the comments if you happen to like it. Otherwise, until next time when we make yet another meal, thank you so much for watching, subscribing and telling friends. Bye bye and take care.